Yesterday was one of the weirdest days in 2K history, and I'm not sure I've seen anything like it. So if you were on social media, you've probably seen some of the conversation going on, but we still do need to talk about it, and this video has a lot of other important news as well. So of course, I'm not here to waste y'all's time. Whatever you gotta do, make sure that like button is blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get right into the news. Okay, so look, man, I don't know what was going on, but I do want to see your guys' opinions as well as I'm going to tell you mine because I've been on the game playing and I'm going to tell you if I think anything has changed. Well, it all started, at least what I seen, was from Luck TV, who said 2K26 had an unannounced patch. Things that feel changed. Dribbling on a tall build such as a 6'8", 6'9", 6'10 plus is back to being slow, feels like 2K25. Game speed feels like it's slowed down. Hopefully it's fixed ... because the game felt so good, now it feels off. So of course, if you guys have played 2K in the last like 24 hours, 36 hours, you let me know if you've experienced anything different, because 2K has definitely done secret patches in the past. But I've never seen this many people, creators, just, you know, normal players of the game, chiming in saying that they feel a big change in the gameplay. G19 said, why does the dribbling feel like 2K25 speed now? And then he said, at Baluba, aka Mike Wang, please revert it. People were enjoying the dribbling. And it's like, okay, I know Luck TV doesn't really dribble that much. Like, that's not really his thing. But like G19, that's the only thing the guy does. He's on the game all day. Bro has probably more time in his my court than he has playing the actual game in the park and stuff, which is crazy, right? He's always labbing the dribbling. So if he feels that there's something different, damn, maybe there is. Anyway, EJ said, bro, the speed feels so slow after the patch on 2K and they still haven't buffed contest. Why do Mike Wang always have to touch the game? It's fun, which is kind of contradicting because didn't he just say to patch the contest? I don't know. Anyway, Pika said this right here. Y'all can tell me the gameplay feeling slower is placebo. Either the servers just got messed up after the patch or something was changed. There's no way this is the same game I was playing a few days ago. So it's like, damn. This, I mean, we could keep going on and on for, 10, 15 minutes, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. You get the point at this point, right? Anyway, Mike Wang made a tweet and he said, nothing has changed with shooting or game speed. When we do make gameplay changes, they will be announced through our official 2K channels and or patch notes. And it's like, man, okay, I get that. I'm glad Mike actually came out himself and told us that nothing has changed, but we know that 2K has done this before. However, I can't remember if in the past when they've done secret changes, if Mike Wang has clarified on Twitter, we didn't change anything. But this is where it gets even deeper. Steezo said, you're not tripping. They 100% slowed down the game with the last patch, hashtag 2K26. And now I'm thinking, okay, something really did happen because we got G19 and Steezo out here. I mean, the number one and probably number two most time spent on the game. And also we know that they're good at dribbling, like most time spent just sitting there dribbling, labbing it up over and over, trying to get the craziest moves and stuff. So if they think that it changed, well, damn, maybe it did, okay? So here's another tweet from Mike Wang where the guy said, y'all 100% touched shooting with the update yesterday. I haven't been able to green since then. And Mike just said, nope. And I gotta say, bro, if you haven't greened in an entire day, and I don't know, that's probably a you issue. I can't lie to you on that one, but maybe they did change shooting. I don't know. Anyway, this guy 50cal, he quote tweeted Luck and said, stop this goofy stuff, Mike. And Mike said, we have not touched any on-court gameplay. When changes happen, we will announce them through official channels. So Mike has doubled down on that there was no changes to the 2K26 gameplay. Now, Sean RKL, as you guys see right here, he said, definitely feels slower to me right now. Burst, combos, running with the ball, all feel noticeably slower on both my tall and small guards. Whether it was intentional or not, I definitely think something in the gameplay changed. The game did not feel like this at release. And LD2K, Chris Manning, has now came on Twitter and said, confirmed, quote unquote, nothing was changed with gameplay, but I let them know people were echoing this sentiment. And I'm just honestly still confused at this point on what's going on. Like, is this a community-wide placebo? I have no idea. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. However, I have been playing 2K a bit. You guys know yesterday was my birthday. If you watched the video, shout out to everybody that said happy birthday, okay? I can't reply to everybody. I appreciate you guys, all right? I still had to get out yesterday's video because I promised you if the one before that got 4,000 likes, that the next day I would show you my build. So that's what I was working on during my birthday. I really wanted to post about this yesterday, but I had to be a man of my word. That's just what I do for you guys, okay? Every time you hit the like goal, you get what you get, all right? If you haven't dropped a like for me yet, please do that. But, you know, I can't really say for sure if I've noticed a difference. I really don't think I have, but I am also on my build that only has an 80 speed with ball, where I have my max +1 on lightning launch. So I do feel a bit slow, but at the same time, I'm only on gold lightning launch and 80 speed with ball. So I don't know. I can't tell you guys if they've changed anything. Like I said, I do feel a little bit slower, but you guys let me know in the comment section down below if you have noticed anything. But anyway, now that we've talked about that, like I said, if you've seen all this yesterday, we still got a whole half of the video of what I think is pretty good information, okay? So here is a gem from Mike Wang, where this guy said, what's the point in showing release timing for rhythm shooting when it's irrelevant? You can excellent timing, but slightly the tempo, and it misses every time. And Mike said, the better your timing, the greater margin of error you're allowed to match the tempo. For rhythm shooting, timing is just another factor, like coverage, that dictates the size of the green tempo window. So timing matters, but it's not the determining factor for makes and misses. Now look, I'm gonna tell you guys again, I've seen it with myself. Okay, I haven't put a lot of time into button shooting this year just because I was so used to rhythm shooting last year that I just did it again, right? Because you basically had to rhythm shoot last year if you wanted to be at the higher levels of shooting. But I have seen, like I said in the video, my boy Pep, who could not shoot off my Legend Dimer. And actually, he just made a shot, I think, in this video off my Legend Dimer where he earlied the shot, but greened the excellent tempo. So that is actually a wild, perfectly timed clip right there. But look, what I'm saying is he could not shoot off my Legend Dimer using the button. And then I told him, yo, bro, Pep, I know, because he's like a stage player, right? And a lot of the stage players last year when rhythm shooting was introduced, they were very against it. They were not using it. And all throughout the year, a lot of them were like, oh, if you're rhythm shooting, you're not good at the game, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was this whole thing in the community. If you guys aren't around in that area or just aren't looking into it, watching it, whatever it is. So I said, Pep, rhythm shoot. I'm telling you, please rhythm shoot. And that game, he could shoot. Like he was 0 for 7 at one point. I don't remember if he made a shot towards the end of that game, but he was 0 for 7 from 3, one game. He's shooting just fine. Next game, he's shooting just fine. Off rhythm shooting. So there's got to be. I mean, there just has to be. And I'm not against rhythm shooting. You guys know that. I'm doing it myself this year. Like I said, I've been so used to it last year that I just did it again. There's got to be something. There's got to be a bigger green window. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot sit here and tell you guys that button and rhythm feel the same. I just can't. There's got to be some sort of bonus to it. I don't know. That's just what I've got to say about it. I'm not saying that it's overpowered or it needs to get patched or whatever it is, because the reason why you only have to time one thing, which is the tempo this year instead of 2, is because last year you had to time both because rhythm shooting gave you a much bigger chance of making your shot. Now that it's only 1, because they said that you're not supposed to get a bonus, well, it's only 1, which is tempo. So I don't know, but I can tell you guys, man, I feel way better shooting with rhythm, and I've seen other people also change their shooting just immediately, okay? So rhythm shoot if you're having trouble shooting. And I know you might be like, oh, no one's having trouble shooting on 2K26. Well, if you're shooting, let's say 60% this year and you were shooting 50% last year, you're really not shooting that much better, right? Because everyone's shooting better. So you need to be shooting even higher of a percentage, all right? But anyway, let's just continue. If you guys did not know this, I think this is pretty good information. Wolf said, if you do your daily challenges, you get 1 hour of double level. So keep that in mind, guys. Every time you get on, if you get your daily challenges done, you'll get 1 hour every single day of double level. Chad Benz, this is a guy who is in the top 10 right now. He was also, I think, in the top 10 last year. And he plays like 1v1 me and all that. He said, my thoughts on 2K26 2 weeks in. Pros, fun gameplay overall. Crews are dope. Most build heights is remotely viable. Rep rewards still good. Way better experience than 25. Cons. Defense definitely needs a buff. Skill-based matchmaking. 7-4 is hell to play against. And I'll tell you guys, bro, like I went to the stage today to get a game done for my challenge. And man, we played on the 3v3 court against a 7-4. They are really good. All right, they are very, very good builds, and contest is crazy on them. Like, you have to jump, and then even when you do jump, you get fouls a lot, which I fully accepted the game in front of me. But this is going to be the first time where I can say myself that maybe something does need to change with the game. And what I'm going to say is I've accepted the game in front of me where you have to jump, especially on builds that are way taller than you. Like, it is what it is. I'm sure things are going to change in Season 2 with the big patch that they've been talking about over and over. But if you have to jump, should we not make it to where there's a lot less shooting fouls when you jump at someone, right? If that's the only way to actually make someone miss. I don't know. That is my gripe, because yesterday I went into starting 5, the starting 5 mode, to get a challenge done because I had 4 games won. So I went in there to get my 5th win, and I was blowing this dude out by like 30 or 40. It didn't really matter that much, but it was still annoying that every time I got a really good contest, I fouled him. I had 5 fouls because I literally had to jump at his shot to contest him. So I almost fouled out of the game because I literally had to jump or he was going to make the shot on his 7-4. Now, Nadex said 2K is still doing 2-week bans. Holy, where are the permanent bans for Zeners and Titans? And so more cheaters have been getting banned. I was actually number 3 ranked in Tennessee, as we're playing a team from Tennessee in Pro-Am here. And I was ranked 3 for days and days, like basically since the game came out. There was 2 guys above me. Well, one of them got banned. And now I'm number 2 when I woke up this morning, and that guy is nowhere to be found. So I'm guessing he got banned for cheating because my boy looked at his TikTok or whatever, and he was using meter on. And so, yeah, I'm guessing 2K got him out of here. But, like, this is the thing, though. We don't really know for sure yet what 2K is doing when they ban them. Maybe they are resetting their level, which is good. That's what should happen. But they're still only getting 2-week bans at the moment. And I still think to this day that if you're cheating, and I think most people can agree, if you're using a auto green cheating device, you should be permanently banned right there. Your whole account clapped, gone, you know, done. However, if 2K is doing the 2-week bans and resetting level, that is definitely a good start, okay? But I think that they should get, I mean, minimum a month and level reset. But anyway, guys, if you want to see yesterday's video with my build that has a 99 dunk, yes, legend posterizer, and a 99 three-pointer, click right here, tap right here. It'll take you to that video. It's insane, bro. Legend posterizer and legend all shooting badges, 99 three-pointer, and I'm out of here. Peace.